wow, this is high. This is not necessary. You don't need to be that high. I'm short king. Go. Okay. Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel, because he's on it just as much as me at this point. Today, I wanted to do a very fun video. Now this is coming a little bit late. March has already started. I believe it's March 6th. Yes, Thursday, March 6th. But frankly, I don't care, you know? Oh, and now he wants to play. Cool, go. So, as I was saying, I felt like this would be a fun video to film. I believe I saw Sarah Carelli start this trend and it kickstarted all the booktubers to hop on. Now that I'm a part of the community, I also want to hop on. So I'm sure you've already seen the title of this video because that's literally what led you to click on this. Anyway, I'm not scatterbrained, can you tell? I wanted to have you guys, my Instagram followers, blindly choose my reads for March. I will say, February was a little bit chaotic. It's already a short month. I didn't necessarily get to all of the books I wanted to. It's a little bit slower of a month. I believe I read 5 books, which is still pretty good, but I wanna up it. I wanna up the number and prioritize more time for reading, hopefully with more free time that I have coming up this month. And so with that being said, I figured this would be a great video for us to figure out what I should read, because I do have some books left in my February TBR, which I'll show you guys in a sec. However, I want to come up with a little bit more zest. And so that all being said, let's pick them together. I will first, I guess, start with pulling out my February reads that I did not get to. So we have This Time Next Year by Sophie Cousins, Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole, and Beartown by Frederick Bachman. So what I'm gonna do is these will all be kind of broken up into different things, like I'll pair them with different books. And I think we will have maybe 4 or 5 books on my TBR. Let's do 5. Let's stick with 5. I think that's a safe number. So now we just have to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need to pick a lot more books, you guys. We need to pick a lot more. We need to pick 7 books right now. That seems like a big task. But luckily, we have a lot of options of unread books. And again, this is just kind of, they're gonna be paired up. So I'm not reading that many books, thankfully. I don't think I could mentally handle that this month. Maybe next time. I definitely think one of the other books I wanna do, I recently got and talked about, and that's Between Friends and Lovers by Charlene Aboabi? Guys, don't crucify me for that. Probably just butchered the hell out of that name. Anyway, I think I definitely want to add this to the list. So that's 1. So we have 6. We have 6 more to go. Ooh, I definitely think I want to get to Wild Eyes. I've been thinking about this a lot more recently. Wild Love, you guys, was such a surprising read for me. I loved it so much. That was my first Elsie Silver book, and so I'm really excited to get into this one. I've heard wonderful things, so I definitely think this is one that could be good for March. Okay, so that's 2. We have 5 more to go. What do we have a lot of? I don't know, I just picked 2 romance, so maybe let's stray away from romance. This is so hard. I thought this would be easier to just grab at books. I'm finding it's not. Oh, you guys. TJ Klune wrote probably one of my most favorite books ever, and that is The House in the Cerulean Sea. It holds such a special place in my heart. So I think I might want to go with this one, and that's Under the Whispering Door. Fun fact, me and my friend Prakriti, shout out Prakriti, I love you so much if you're watching this. We had a little bit of a book club, and since then lives have just gotten crazy, and so we kind of tapered off, and this is the book we tapered off with. And so I started reading this and then never quite finished it. So I really want to jump back into this one. So I might add this to the list, and then if it gets chosen, I will shoot her a text and be like, hey, bestie, do we want to get back into our game? Because we have been talking about that. So I think I will be adding Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune to the list. That makes 3. I don't know, I feel like we need like a fantasy or something, maybe. I will say there's a very popular TikTok book in here that I cannot believe I've never read, but I kind of think maybe it's the time. Potentially, if you guys pick it, I don't know. Add it to the list. And that's 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I cannot believe I haven't read this. I think I have this weird character trait where the second a book blows up, or anything for that matter, trends, movies, books, anything blows up, my desire to partake in it lessens a lot. I don't know what that says about me, but maybe it's because I'm an Aquarius. We really don't like to do the same thing as anybody else. I fear that might be the case. However, this got a lot of traction by a lot of people. Oh, thank you. He's showing me he has this mushroom. It kind of matches the vibe. You're right on track. Go. Over there. Shoo. Shoo. Goodbye. So this might be a fun one to add to the list. I'm definitely intrigued to read it, and I think it's kind of, I mean, I know there is obviously romance in it, 7 husbands, duh, but I do know it kind of reads more like a literary fiction, and so this might be a good option to add to the list, add to the vibe if it gets chosen. That makes 4. We have 3 more left. Oh my gosh, what to do, what to do. I wonder if there's any books that you guys see from your end and you're just like screaming at me to pick. If there are any books you see on my TBR, please let me know if you liked them and if I need to speed things up a little bit and get to them sooner, because I would love to. Because I have a lot of good options over here. Maybe, I don't know, is Spell Shop good? I kind of feel like this is more giving summer or fall. I do really want to read it. However, I don't know, is this the right time? Maybe not. I'm gonna save Last Night at the Telegraph Club for June because this is a queer read and I just feel like that makes sense for Pride Month. So, I don't know why I didn't notice this before. You guys, I might have to. This is Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I've always wanted to read Kennedy Ryan. Shaughnessy Schroeder on YouTube, love her. She cannot say enough good things about Kennedy Ryan. She actually put out a video, which I will link for you guys down below. Her husband, who seems incredible, surprised her with a book trip and got her to sit down and have like this kind of impromptu interview with Kennedy Ryan. And it just felt so inspiring and I ate up every second. It was like over an hour long. If you're interested in that, I will link it down below. But ever since then, I've really had the desire to get into her books and I've heard phenomenal things about this one. So maybe we'll add this to the list. Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are making progress. We have 5 books. Also, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm forgetting that I have all of these books, which I just got in New York. If we remember that video, if not, you should definitely check it out. I'm an idiot. Okay, well, we're gonna act like this didn't happen, even though I'm just about to address it. I forgot about all these books I've recently got. This one, Crescent City. I love you, Noelle. Noelle's the one that got me this and is trying to really force me to get into this one. Do we wanna see what he's trying to get to? He just sat for it. Ziggy, mommy's filming. Do you care? No. Sorry, Noelle. No part of me can mentally get through this book right now. I promise I will by the end of this year. I swear. That time is not now. Goodbye. So we're definitely gonna add some of these to the list because they are just as much a part of my TBR. I think we don't have like a mystery thriller. I think this would be perfect to add to the list. Oh gosh, and we only have 1 left. Oh, 1 left to read. Let's see. These books are kind of, I don't want to say they're on the thicker end. They're kind of average, but this is a little bit thicker of a book, I believe. Okay, let's page check because I think I'm between these 2 romances, but this one looks a little thicker. And I do have some hardier books on my list, so I want to be a little bit more realistic with myself. So this book is about 365 pages, and Out on a Limb is 357. Perfect. So they're like exactly the same. It's just kind of the way that they're printed. Oh, I don't know. I don't know which one. I'm gonna do Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Moe. And if anybody judges me, click off this page. Oh, not another love song. I'm actually very excited about this one. So that is getting added to the list. Wow, okay, having those extra books really made it a lot easier. Now we have all of our books to try and match up and put on Instagram, but these are the options we have. So let's try and think about this, shall we? I don't want to pair up any that are too similar because I feel like that'll make it a little bit more hard. So maybe I'll start with This Time Next Year and Spark of the Everflame. We're gonna start here. Let's now go over to the phone. I will start screen recording and we will post the polls. So I'm gonna post like this. Now we're gonna color. I'm gonna match the color. Should I match the color of the book? Yeah, maybe I will. Over it. This is so bad. This is showing how well I can draw, for sure. Okay. Cool. All right, perfect. Okay, we have our books covered. Now, as for the emojis, so maybe I will do the emojis of a clock. And then, I don't know, is there anything New Year's? Yeah, okay. And love. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, that's good. Those three emojis I think they're safe, but they still get you guessing. Then for Spark of the Everflame. Ooh, spark. Okay, there's fire, so I'll do like the fire emoji. Okay, this book kind of has to deal with like gods and magic. So maybe I'll do kind of like the magic wand. There are trees on the cover, so maybe I'll do like a tree. I feel like, is this too hard? Am I making this really difficult? Okay. I think we have it. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. We have our first poll and it's getting posted. Yay! Okay, first one done. For this next one, I will have you guys choose between Not Another Love Song and Beartown by Frederick Bachman. I'm really not good at drawing around the perimeters of the book. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit lighter of a blue so it kind of can still throw off. I feel like the dark navy blue is very telling for Beartown. I don't know why it gives me that obvious of a feeling, but maybe it's just because I know what's underneath, but and so now for Not Another Love Song, I think I'm gonna do a heart. Definitely have to do a violin, even though I feel like that'll definitely, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of obvious, but maybe it's not, maybe it won't be. Does this take place in New York? I believe this takes place in New York. They play in the Manhattan Pops. I almost wonder if that means it's city-based. I'm gonna feel so stupid if it's not the case, but I am still just anyway going to put a skyline. And Beartown definitely have to do some type of like snow, ice hockey. So I'm gonna do a hockey. So that'll be one emoji. And it's about a small town. So I'll put like homes because they're also on the cover. So those are the emojis I've chosen to do for Beartown and Not Another Love Song. We're gonna add the poll and then we'll post it. Left or right. Perfect. And that is posted. I think for the next one, I'm gonna choose Here in the Dark and Before I Let Go, because I think those are pretty different vibes. Perfect. Okay. Both books covered. Now it's time for the emojis. Okay, Before I Let Go, Second Chance Romance, so maybe heartache. So I'm gonna do, maybe I'll do the bandaged heart because it's like kind of second chance, but there is heartache in it for sure. Co-parenting 2 kids, so maybe let's do a family. And then something about the cover gives like autumn vibe. Is that stupid? Am I just like running out of creative ideas? I might be. I have emojis. I don't know if they're good. We're just gonna go off of vibes. So Here in the Dark, maybe flashlight. Now let's read kind of the vibe of it. Likes the dark, a former actress. Okay, Manhattan, yet again. Ooh, acting. I don't know if they're, okay. Maybe I'll do the acting things and then maybe I'll also do the city for this one because this also takes place, I think, in Manhattan, unless I'm, again, royally wrong about the other one. So now it's time for the fun part, which is just creating the poll. Left and right. Yay! All right, we're back. Sorry, I had to change the SD card. She was full. Anyway, we've posted these. Now they're done. Now we'll move on to our second to last books. I think I'll probably, let me switch this up a little bit. So I'm gonna do Between Friends and Lovers and Under the Whispering Door, just to break up the romances that we have left. A picture of these. I'm gonna do a skyline, and I'm gonna do it more at sunset because the cover is just giving sunset. I'm also gonna do the bandaged heart for this one because I feel like that also kind of plays into this premise of the book. Definitely is some heartache and some choices that she has to make, and so I think the bandaged heart is a good one. So I'm gonna do that. And then Under the Whispering Door, obviously gonna do a house for the first emoji. I'm gonna do a coffin. Maybe I'll do a clock because he doesn't have much time to live. There's the time aspect of he sets about living a lifetime in 7 days. He has 1 week to cross over. So he's passed away and he has 1 week to cross over. And so the clock, do we get the vibes? I hope we do. Cool. So now let's add this to poll. Okay. Choose my next read. You guys are definitely probably catching on. Whoever follows my Instagram. If you're not, go follow my Instagram. My next read, bada bing, bada boom, done. Okay. Lastly, we have Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver and Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Let's get into it, shall we? I feel so much more amped up because this is the last one. Like I feel like that extra little, you know, that little something. Perfect, okay. Yay. Okay, we're coloring. I swear we're almost done, you guys. We have the colors for the books. Now, create the emoji. So I definitely want to do a dress for Seven Husbands and then ring. I feel like that's so obvious, but Hollywood. Ooh, okay, Hollywood act. So maybe I'll do like the camera mark, whatever you call it. This thing. Why can't I think of what that is? Anyway, Wild Eyes. Ooh, a mountain town. Okay, so definitely mountains for sure. Mountain town. Stern. Why can't I? Cowboy. The cowboy emoji. Sorry, it always cracks me up. And then love. So let's do love. Cute. That seems very obvious for what that is, but it's fine. Left, right. Okay. Okay guys, honestly, I never thought we'd be done with that. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. But it's okay. It'll all be so fun. I'm really excited for you guys to choose. I feel like any of these I will absolutely love reading. Very excited to see what you guys pick. So I will touch back with you guys in about a day or so. Let them marinate and get results. And then I will reveal to you guys as well as myself what my March reads are. I'm very excited. I can't wait. Thank you guys so much for your participation. And again, if you're not following my Instagram, literally, what are you doing? Literally, what are you doing? I try and post as much as I can, all of my bookish content, to be a lot more involved on my channel and with videos and my reads and all of that stuff. I want us to interact and have so much fun over there. So definitely follow my account if you haven't already. I will touch base with you guys when I find out what of these you guys selected. And I will see you in a little bit. For you, it'll be a second. For me, it'll be a day or so. Okay. Talk to you guys soon. Hello you guys, it is a couple days later. I truthfully have not had time to sit down and film the rest of this, but I promise, I have not checked what the results looks like, what they are. I told my friends if they voted on it, do not tell me. I told them, do not tell me a single thing. I wanted this to be authentic and real and get my honest reveal of what books you guys chose. So I'm gonna go right into my reading account and go into the archives. We will see where the votes fell. Okay, so results of the first poll. We have Wow, okay. All right, so the orange book with the flame, the little wand, and the tree emoji won over the blue picture with the clock, the celebration emoji, and the heart. And if we forgot what those books were, on the left we had This Time Next Year, which I'm kind of sad this didn't win just because I've been really trying to get to this book. It's been on my TBR for quite some time, but you guys voted and so I must listen. So this one, unfortunately, lost. What did win though, our image over on the right, was Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole, which I'm actually so excited because you guys know I got this recently. There's been a lot of talk about these books, and so I feel like it's good to get into kind of one of the more current reads, kind of be with the trends, you know what I mean? So I'm really excited to get into this one. That is the result of our first poll. Spark of the Everflame won by 57%, and This Time Next Year was not too far behind at 43%. It was kind of split, but we did have a clear winner, so very interesting. We have now our first book of the TBR for March, which is Spark of the Everflame. Very excited about that one. Next one. Ooh, okay. I was not expecting this. So for our next poll, the book on the left has the heart emoji, the violin, and a little cityscape. And that book was Not Another Love Song by Julie Soto. The book on the right was the snowflake emoji, the hockey stick emoji, and kind of like a set of homes, like a little neighborhood. And that one was Beartown. So you guys picked Not Another Love Song, and this also won by 57%, whereas Beartown lost and had 43%. I don't know why I kind of expected you guys to choose Beartown because of the hockey stick. I just feel like hockey books are just always so big, and especially in winter, like this gives all the winter vibes. And I guess we are heading into spring, but I kind of expected a little bit more leaning towards the winter vibe. So I'm pretty shocked. I'm also very shocked it had the exact same split. So both Spark of the Everflame and Not Another Love Song won at 57%. And Beartown and This Time Next Year lost at 43%. So that's kind of interesting. So, but I'm very excited to read this one, you guys. I cannot wait. I think a really good romance will be perfect for March, kind of getting into the spring vibe and all of that sort of thing. So I'm very excited. So we are adding Not Another Love Song by Julie Soto to our March TBR. Okay, I feel like we have a couple, like they're pretty different books. We have a fantasy and then we also have the romance. So I think we're pacing out really good right now. Let's go to the next one. Ooh! Oh no. We have a split. How are we gonna go about this one? All right, so the book on the left, the orange book with the heartache kind of emoji, a family emoji, and some leaves, and that was Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. Then the book on the right, which was the red book with the flashlight, the acting masks, and the cityscape again, that book was Here in the Dark by Alexis Solosky. Dang it. I don't know how to pick, but I guess I'll just pick which one then, if it's 50-50. Let me know in the comments if you have a better way to kind of go about this split in future videos, because I definitely want to do this again. For now, I guess I'll just pick which one I'd rather read. And I think since we already have a fantasy that was picked and we have a romance, this is a little bit more kind of probably literary fiction, but it mainly kind of leans romance. So I think for that, I'll pick Here in the Dark since it's more of like a thriller to change it up a little bit. I was not expecting a split. I don't know why. We're adding Here in the Dark by Alexis Solosky to the TBR. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Ooh, ooh. Wow, I'm really shocked by this. I feel like people always tend to lean more romance when they see some of these blind polls. But the book on the left with, it's like a boy and a girl with a heart in the middle, so romance, couple, a sunset cityscape, and some heartache. That one was Between Friends and Lovers by Charlene. You guys, I'm not gonna do the name again because I feel like I've butchered it in past videos, but that one got 40%. And the book on the right, which has a home, a tombstone, and a Clock. That one was referring to Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. That one won at 60%, whereas Between Friends and Lovers had 40%. So quite a drastic gap. But again, I kind of feel like people tend to lean towards like heartbreak and romance. And so to see that you guys picked this one over the romance kind of leaning book, I'm a little shocked, but I'm very excited. I love TJ Klune. This book seems so interesting. Again, I read a little bit of it about like a year, I want to say, ago with my friend Prakriti. So you guys know what that means. I definitely am about to text Prakriti right now and be like, girl, I think it's time we get back into this. So we're adding Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune to our March TBR. Very excited. I love the range of books we have so far. This is really awesome. Okay, I'm not shocked about this one. I'm not shocked at all. And I kind of have a feeling that people got the vibe of what each book was. But because of that, I thought the other would win. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. But anyway, the book on the left had a pretty dress with a ring and this. You guys, I couldn't figure it out before. I'm not gonna figure it out now. But when they say action, that thing, that was referring to Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I really was expecting everybody to pick this just because this is such a classic book talk book circa 2020, and I definitely want to get into this, but maybe we'll have to just push this into April. All of these books, honestly, I like really want to get into right now, but that is just not feasible for a girl of my schedule. But unfortunately, Seven Husbands got 40%, and again, similar to the last rating, the book on the right, which had the mountain emoji, a cowboy smiley face emoji, and hearts, that one was referring to Wild Eyes, which I figured you guys probably could pick up on both of these books. I just was kind of shocked at which one you picked. But nonetheless, I am so excited. I loved Wild Love. I was not expecting to like it at all. I was maybe expecting to give it a 3 and then just kind of move on and I'd forget about the characters and my experience reading it. But no, I had such an amazing time. I have so many tabs and highlights, honestly, in that book, and I think about it all the time. So Wild Eyes, I think, is just gonna be such a treat to get back into this world and with these characters. So I'm really excited. But yes, this one won at 60%, and Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo had 40%. So exactly the same as our last poll. We have our books. We have our books for March, and I'm gonna go through them with you guys one last time, and we can kind of just cap off the video here. I feel like we really have a good pace for the books that you guys chose for me for March. So I'm actually really proud of you guys for the balance we got going on here. Now for the exciting part. This is our March TBR, you guys. Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver, Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune, Here in the Dark by Alexis Solowski, Not Another Love Song by Julie Soto, and Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. You guys, I feel like this is, again, I feel like I sound like a broken record, but this is such a good range of books to where I don't think I'll get slumped out. None of them are too similar or too far apart, so extreme. Like, I feel like I can really pace out read this month. These all seem like these will be incredible books, I hope. So I'm very excited to get into these books this month. So you guys, that is it for my Instagram followers blindly choosing my TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've always wanted to make videos like this. If you guys want more videos like this for future months' TBRs, let me know in the comments down below if you have any other ideas for fun ways to get my TBRs together. And let me know your thoughts on any of these books if you have read them. I'm so excited to dive into them. I'm literally gonna pick one up right this second and start reading it. I can't wait to let you guys know my thoughts on these books. I'm really excited. So stay tuned for a March wrap up because that is definitely coming your way. But other than that, I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.